All righty. So it goes pass, pass, pass. So this person's going to open what? They got how many high card points?
One club.
You're going to open one club. And every time you open, you should have in mind a rebid. And so what's the rebid going to be? One spade.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, one spade. That's the plan. So they open a club, and then something happened on the way to the forum. Wes bids a spade. Holy cow, man. That was unexpected.
So why would he bid a spade when he didn't open?
Well, what does it take to overcall? He couldn't open, so he does not have an opening hand, but can he?
11, is it 11? 10 or 11?
The book will say 8.
Oh, 8 to overcall.
8 to overcall at the 1 level. And what's the purpose of that? Well, I mean, you can overcall for a lot of reasons, but the major reason is not to win the contract because you're already behind in the race. The opponent's opened, they probably have the contract. You've already passed. What you're really trying to do, one of the things you're trying to do is say, hey, partner, I got something in spades, and should you ever get in, lead a spade. So it's a lead directing. So you can make bids for lead directing purposes.
With 8 points.
With 8 points. So anyway, one spade. That was a digression. And North bids 2 diamonds. Is that a fair thing to do?
Oh, yeah.
How many high card points do they have?
11, 12.
I don't know, you're going to make me add them up. 5, 8, 12. Okay, we got 12. And partner open. So what is this person thinking as far as part score game or slam? Because every time partner makes a bid, you should be thinking part score game or slam.
10 points in the game.
So does North have enough to be sure that they have game or make game a fair thing to bid?
Yeah.
And I would say this is marginal. If he had 13 points, absolutely. Partner opens, you have 13 points, you should be in game somewhere. 12 points, maybe yes, maybe no. So would you call this a good 12 points or average 12 points or a bad 12 points?
A pretty good 12 points.
I would say it's a pretty good 12 points. What are the pluses to this hand?
You got a lot of good results.
You have a 5-card suit. That's a plus.
Yeah.
And you have a Queen Jack 9 in that suit. And on the face of it, you say, well, that's not so good. But this is a near sequence. And near sequences are more powerful than, scattered honors. So I would say, if I held the North hand, that, yeah, we should be in game somewhere. I have enough to be in game. So when this person, now when he bids the 2 diamonds, he's showing how many high card points?
10, 8 to 10 points.
Yeah,
Or 6, 7.
10. And because he started, with a pass, it's 10 to 12.
Yeah.
10 to 12.
Why?
Why?
Why is it 10 to 12?
Because he passed to start with.
Yeah.
Okay, so he doesn't have an opening hand.
Right.
So he doesn't have 13 points. Because if he had 13 points, he just would have opened. So he passed. Okay, does that make sense? That he would pass and then bid 2 diamonds. So they're having a conversation that's narrowing down very quickly. Hey, I have 10 to 12 points. I have 4 plus diamonds. I don't have 5 clubs.
You could stretch that to 13 pointer.
And, well, we haven't learned about, if you know about negative doubles, you know that that he doesn't have 4 hearts, because he would have doubled and said, hey, I can't bid, hearts, but I have 4 of them, so you can have a negative double. Well, he didn't do that, so he doesn't have 4 hearts.
But you have a light point and diamonds, so.
So, yeah, I mean, this is a good hand, but it's amazing the amount of information that's conveyed every time somebody makes a bid, both positive and negative inferences. So we actually know quite a bit about this hand. 2 diamonds. Okay. Does this person, is he happy with the diamond bid? Oh, he's ecstatic because he's really weak in diamonds, and partner just said that they had 4. So he invites 2-no, which says, hey, partner, if you're at the top of your bid or you like your hand, bid 3-no, which they did. Okay. All right. So we're in 3-no in the south. And, oh, look at that. They bid spades and they let a spade.
All right, so.
Okay. So how many spades are out?
Well, you got 7 spades out.
7 spades are out. And how did they probably split?
4-3.
No, they don't.
No, that's 5.
Pay attention to the bidding.
That's right.
4-5-2, yeah.
So it's 5-2. And what do they look like?
Well, there's king, queen out.
Yeah,
Jack
king,
out
queen.
you.
Yeah, the king, queen's over here. That's what you're thinking. And turns out 8-5's over there. All right. So,
8-7.
I mean, there's a trap in this hand. But now that I've warned you of that, how many tricks do we have off the top? Oh, there's always traps, right?
Okay, you got 1 spade.
1 spade.
You got 2 hearts.
2 hearts.
No diamonds. And 4 clubs.
4 clubs. So how many tricks do we need to build?
6, 7, 2.
2. And where are we going to do that?
You're going to get them in diamonds.
You're going to be in diamonds. And so what are you missing in diamonds? How many are out?
Ace, king.
Ace, king, and 4 others.
Take 2, yeah.
Yeah, there's 6 out. So
Take 2
how
leads.
many times are you going to lose the lead here? Twice. There's no way getting out of it. But once you lose the lead twice, you're going to have 3 diamonds to cash. And you have entries. See, that's the other thing. If you got to lose the lead twice, you have to have entries, to finally cash your long diamonds. But you have them. You have 2 entries in clubs. You got an entry in heart. So really, what's the problem in this hand? It's the spade suit.
Yeah.
So I'm going to give you an example. This is an example of the rule of 7 failing. Remember the rule of 7? You have 6 spades, hold up once, and then take the second one.
Right.
And this person will be out. The kicker in this hand is that you have to lose the lead twice in diamonds. And it's probably going to be 1 here and 1 there. So it's easy to duck this first one. But what happens if you played race on the second one?
Well, why would you do that?
Well, because the rule of 7, if you blindly, and these rules, it's important. They're 60 to 95%. There's hardly anything in bridges 100%. It's all math.
No, I was thinking you could maybe take it with the 10.
Well, maybe so, but if you take it with a 10 and you lead a diamond, this person takes it, he leads a spade, you take the ace, you crash the 6, and then when you lose your second diamond, this person's going to cash all their spades. The trap in this hand is that when you play the ace, you also lose the jack.
Right.
But if you duck the first one, let the 8 win, and they lead the spade, and
You duck again.
you duck again. But what does this person have to do
Yes,
to win the trick?
yes, take a queen or a king.
He has to play one of these honors because of this jack.
Yeah.
See, the key to this hand is you have a jack 10 in opposite hands. You have the jack 10, which is a stopper if you got enough X's after him, and you do. So once he plays the king and takes this trick, you know this person's out. They can't lead spades anymore. And so this person can't lead spades. And so this person has the queen and a little one. And if they lead a spade, lead a little spade, your 10's going to take the trick. If they lead the queen, your ace is going to take the trick, and the 10 will be good. So this person can't lead spades anymore. And so if they lead diamonds, they help you set up the diamonds. If they lead anything else, you got plenty of stoppers.
Right.
So really, when I look at this hand, when I looked at this hand the first time, I got it. I don't get all of these, but I got this one because I recognize that I never want to play the ace and crash my jack. So I got it kind of backwards. So this is an example of the rule of 7 failing. And it fails because you got to lead twice in diamonds, and you have the 10 and the jack of spades, which turns out to be a stopper.